To the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
50-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Dante Hightower on
play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Ka'imi Fairbairn for the field goal try.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Tackle made by Rayshon
The
Jenkins.
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Rodgers now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's now
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in, but it'll be 2nd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Rodgers now to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brought down by
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards. First down, Colts.
They go right back to White here on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
James White.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's a toss right side with White. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 40.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 69 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, another thing, it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Traquan Smith, 42 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now it's Crowder. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 29, Rodgers airing this one out. Got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Mike Evans.
23 yards, the final tally. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run for it. This is White. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Rodgers pass.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
On play action, Rodgers.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
He completes this to Sutton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This is White on the screen. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Rodgers airing this one out for him. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
43 yards.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Jaguars 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Deion Jones.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, Jackson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 22!
Throwing here, Stafford. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on